Well, time to go deal with this Snorlax. Okay, Pokegear. And we gotta go all the way to the end to find it. Yep. Just put that Pokegear near it. Because we don't get an actual Pokeflute, we gotta use, our Pokegear of all things. But it's fine. After all, I'm not expecting a tough battle here. Because we're just gonna bypass it. I mean, why fight when you don't have to? Now get in the ball! Annoying pain in my butt. I suppose someone argue that's a waste. Like, you're not gonna use that on something like Lugia or Ho-Oh. I'm like, no, because I'm not going on my way to catch them. Like, sure, I could add them to the team probably because they're probably both flying types, but do I need them? No. They would definitely help. I mean, the Great Wall I could see being especially useful if you combined it with Toxic or something to annoy the crap out of people. But I don't want the wall. Ho is a bit more iffy, I mean, the Great Walls always had those defensive options it could adapt with. Ho, on the other hand, got to deal with rocks and got screwed over. Though I do suppose it has gotten some better abilities and options nowadays, so it's a bit more viable. Though I imagine OU, just keeps evolving anyway, because they gotta keep upping the power levels. Slowly but surely. Okay. Just wait for him to turn the other way and sneak in. Yeah. Now I go to the Pokemon Center. Yes, please do. Question is, how do I get who I want on the field here? I mean, we could send out Manti, I suppose, but we'd probably have to eat a Rock Slide, knowing my luck, and that would just mess things up. Sulfur could probably Giga Drain most of Brock's Pokemon to death anyway. Though I'm guessing we're still going to have to deal with that annoying trainer of his who talks about freaking light years. Yeah, they won't let you bypass him. You must fight me. Except me. I use ground types and think it's a rock type. Because I'm really dumb. I guess he's like Bam Bam or something, not very bright. Be like Bam Bam. Because this is not a rock type. I don't care what they say. It's not. Like, everyone can tell it's not. Like, don't insult my intelligence and call that a rock, man. I know it's typing. I did use one, in my ground run. It didn't get as much utility as I was hoping for, but it was on the team. I mean, Graveler more or less dominated that run, because, Graveler's really OP in Gen 2, for most of the early gyms. Like, what's Whitney gonna do to a Geodude? Nothing. What's the first gym leader gonna do to a rock type? You might throw a few mud slaps at it, but if you land one good rock throw, it's all over. Yeah, I can imagine why. After all, it didn't exist back in your gen initially. It's not like they planned this stuff all out. You're not gonna expect that to make over 400 Pokemon over the years, right? It's probably well over 500 or 600 by now, knowing my luck. I haven't checked out the official list in a long time. Mostly because I'd probably be disappointed. Be like, that's a failed design, like, that design's terrible, and that design's even worse. I guess I do have a Gen 1er perspective on some of the aesthetics, so it's not like all the Gen 1 Pokemon were winners either. I mean, I'm looking at you, Muck. Literal trash. Or Magneton. Or Magnemite. Like, there's definitely some losers in Gen 1 as well. But eventually, the creative juices just run out of ideas. I can't be surprised. It's hard to design hundreds of monsters. Some probably only cut more slack than some people. Oh no, not the cry horn. It's doomed to forever fail. It'll pop up in a battle and then just get instantly wiped out. And it's gone. But I suppose I at least now have an option for dealing with Slowbro. I can Giga Drain it. Oh no, not the Omastar. Though I suppose some argue wouldn't getting Exadu set up, you know, be a better option. Because you can set up with Feint, so you can, you know, take advantage of its type weakness. I'm like, yeah, but that would mean, you know, spending time trying to catch one. You know, I'm sorry, catch a Murkrow. I got the Exatu, but I'd have to catch up the breed with it. So I'd have to look for a male crow. At night. You know, it's like, I really want to spend time on that right now. Like, it'd get next to no utility at this point. Like that's the real downside for it. You know, Sakura's like, I can help you breed a powerful, you know, psychic dark type user, you know. I'm just like, you could. But, you know, at this point we only have, let's see, we got Blaine, which, let's face it, Sakura can't help with because her options would basically be Psychic, Solar Beam, or Feint Attack, and none of those are going to be super effective, and we have access to someone that can use Rain Dance and Surf. Like, there's no way I could prioritize, you know, breeding on that one. And for Red, like, I'm probably going to, you know, use drugs, you know, like always, just power my way through once we get some Pokemon up to like level 80 or 90. We could maybe see some more tactics in that battle, but I'm not really expecting I'm gonna be using anything particularly new. Like, I'm gonna try to bring up brand new, you know, Exatu to help out there. Like, he just learns certain moves way too late, or doesn't have a good option for getting them even through breeding until way too late. Well, that'll do it for this episode. Next time we'll be hunting down Blaine. Until then, see ya.